The Kimberley, one of the last great wilderness areas on Earth. And 180 kilometres off the coast of northern Australia, on a remote, searingly hot archipelago, the magical Land of Oz crew is following a seabird with a silly name. The booby. Yes, the brown booby. The Lassipedes is the perfect place for our magical land crew to capture the unique courting rituals of these birds. And the effort required of them to raise young on a shadeless, sunburnt island. Our crew makes the journey into the Indian Ocean, racing the rising sun to reach the islands by dawn. Led by the local Indigenous rangers, the Nyul, who have recently been granted native title over the archipelago.
We don't realise how lucky we are having a place like this just at the back door, you know. Hopefully it can stay this way.
They make landfall just after dawn.
So we left the shore at about 4 o'clock this morning, see what kind of action we can get in this nice light while it's still very low, before the humidity kicks in too much. Doesn't take long for the heat to take over though.
We got loads of brown booby nests here. They all seem to be quite early as well, quite an early stage. Most of them are on eggs. We found a nest with a very small chick, which I'm just setting up to go and film now. Hopefully we'll get some parenting going on.
While the crew concentrate on the boobies, the rangers keep an eye on the crocs.
What is it, Yoshi?
Crocodile, eh?
Crocodile.
You need a croc?
That adds a bit of drama, but really it's just like most wildlife shoots. Lots of watching and waiting.
You've got to really be impressed by those little birds though when they're out there in the heat. I mean, this little bit of shade that we've just built here, it's still 40 degrees under here and it's only 10 in the morning, so how those birds sit out there and their eggs aren't cooked or scrambled, it's crazy.
Mark edges his way into the busiest part of the colony, where the bigger, more fearsome-looking frigate birds compete with the boobies for space and resources.
I'm very excited about this morning. Let's see what we get. I think the frigate birds just have something a bit more exciting about them. The way they're flying, they're gliding, circling, beautiful with their forked tails. So yeah, for the moment I'm enjoying the frigate birds.
The day gets hotter and hotter. Mark struggles to stay focused. It's like shooting on a barbecue. He needs to get out of the heat.
Steve? Steve, do you have a copy? I'm just going to give Mark another 5-10 minutes, but he's getting pretty cooked, so we'll probably start to load up out of here in the next couple of minutes. Over.
The rangers on lookout have noticed that the birds are leaving the island too. In their hundreds. And they're gathering on a bait ball forming at sea. Hoping to capture boobies and frigates competing for fish, the crew head towards the bait ball, racing to arrive before the action's over. As they approach the bait ball, the boat carves a wide circle to avoid interrupting the scene. Then they cut the engines so the fish don't get startled.
Fish aren't scared of us at the moment, so we're not going to drift straight through. That's what I'm talking about. That's great.
Then, to capture the scene in more detail, the crew drift directly through the eye of the swirling mass. Shot with a specialised camera and lens which allows the action to slow down and expand, the scene absolutely explodes on the camera. Hungry tuna chase the baitfish below.
Shark!
Apex predators join the feeding frenzy.
Look, look!
The baitfish have nowhere to go but up. Straight into the beaks of competing seabirds. It's the scene the crew has been hoping for. It illustrates a healthy ocean's capacity to provide.
Crocodiles, mud crabs, spiders.
It sounds like a seafood chowder.
And demonstrates the food chain in action.
Yeah, that was a big adrenaline rush. Amazing bait balls, birds everywhere, lots of great light, good action, slow motion, water. Couldn't ask for better, really.
But for the booby parents, catching the fish is the easy bit. Next, we capture the grim reality as they try to get the loot home. You can find the full Magical Land of Oz series on ABC iView.